Alright guys, we are back. We are back. Cassandra is ready. Cassandra, it's all yours.
This is my another story. This is called antiquity. Antiquity means
Antiquity?
ancientness. It means very, very old. It's a very strong word. It means going back to the mists of time, to antiquity. Yeah, like, you know, Rome or ancient Egypt or something. Right, now, here we go. The city had slumbered for 1,000 years beneath the waves. 10 times 1,000 years. It's under the ocean. Its columns, its pillars of stone and marble were already resting in this watery grave since farthest back, remotest epochs, when our other cities were first evolving, coming into being. And throughout the long, slow progression of the centuries, all was as it had been in this city beneath the sea, in its quiet streets, its silent buildings, unchanged, enduring, perpetual, going on forever. Perpetuity, just going on forever. Sophie, honey, come on, time to go, came Roy's happy, exuberant voice. The excitement and exhilaration that he felt were apparent and made Sophie's own spirit respond in turn. They were going scuba diving again. Sophie and Roy lived year-round on a rather modest-sized cruiser. That's a little boat, like a little home. Boat-wise, their craft was quite large, with a spacious lounge area, topside, upstairs, and a galley, kitchen, bunk beds, etc., below decks. But compared to a land dwelling, it was rather on the small side. Still, when one considered it was the only solid ground, so to speak, a tiny oasis of dryness in an infinity of water, and an all-encompassing liquid environment, then perhaps roominess was a proportionate relative to the beholder. That means, the size, roominess, yes. Figure it out yourself.
Goodness.
I don't even know what I just wrote. Their vessel was moored, usually, in the bay of a city, port city, which they thought of as home. But for 2 months of the year, it was vacation time, and they steered their boat out into open waters, headed for parts known and unknown. Well, wherever fancy took them, and she'd taken them to some humdingers. Wow, that's a humdinger, wow. And now it was their first adventure of the season. They'd done several practice dives, getting back into the swing of things, and when satisfied that safety precautions and expertise were as proficient as always, you following this? They headed out from the coast, further than usual, to the last deep tapering vestiges, the ends of the continental shelf. For this was where the long submerged ruins of an ancient city had been discovered, the outlines of what had once been a huge, flourishing seaport, all bustle and enterprise. That means, getting on with things and making money, with thousands of residents living within its margins, all thinking, believing that their city would still be one of might and power for numberless millennia, thousands of years to come. And then the waters had slowly closed in over them. They found that the ocean, once merely lapping at the periphery, the edge of, of their great metropolis, the city, was now an enormity of liquid which could not be stilled nor gainsaid. It could not go against it, could not be bidden to keep to its boundaries. And, oh, hello, that's my, oh, thank you. Now my hat fell off. There's always going to be something. I'll knock something over, I've got to burp, I've got to drop my hat. Oh, anyway. And slowly the rim of the city was breached, street by street, building by building, each towering edifice inexorably engulfed, until at last the residents all were fled, and the city was no more. That's an old English word, no more. I love it. 600 years old. Geoffrey Chaucer, the Canterbury Tales. He'd always finish all his little anecdotes. That's a little true short story. He'd finish all his anecdotes, say, there is no more to say. Double negative. There is not no more to say. Double negative. In Russia, they still have the double negative, but it's a bad grammar now, but 600 years ago it was good. And I love that phrase, there is no more to say. If I like something, I give 600 years old. If I like it, I use it. Sophie flip-flopped across the deck to Ray on her flippers, lifting her diving fins high with each step. An ever-gusting breeze scooped up coolness from the surface of the ocean and washed it about the deck. Okay to go, Roy asked, as a matter of careful routine, but kitted up as she was. That means you're all dolled up for something. You've got all the things you need, kitted up as she was, the answer was obvious. She nodded and they did a backward somersault over the side. Why don't they just jump in feet forward? They always go like that in the old movies. I don't know why. She always loved that sudden shock of the cold through the wetsuit. As she tumbled through the water, it seemed to epitomise her journey into this strange liquid realm area. It seemed like the essence of the ocean itself. Now, I've got a photo here to illustrate this. Copyright business. Can I put this on?
No.
I've got a nice little photo here.
No, we'll just...
No.
Yeah.
Oh, ah!
It's okay.
Oh, my God, here we go again. Oh, here we go. There's always going to be something going wrong. Won't show. All right, copyright business. I'm admitting it's not mine. I didn't take the photograph. It's not mine. All right. And it was the strangest sensation when one first toppled in. Gravity was different here compared to the open air. One felt buoyant, being held up by the water, buoyant in a kind of floating, cushioned way. And if I did not physically maintain position, one inescapably sank straight down. When they reached the ruins, Roy indicated he would explore over to the right. Sophie suggested she would head over the other direction. She loved being underwater. It was like flying through liquid space. She reached an open area of the city and gently settled downwards into the centre of it. Roy was nowhere to be seen. He should have been within hailing distance. Hey, I'm here. Those were the rules, certainly on their dives. She looked about her, which was not only easy wearing a diving mask. Vision was circumscribed, measured in degrees. One had to study the surroundings, section by section. A blinkered, we say that, a sort of blinkered. Like a horse wears the blinkers. They usually talk about when you don't understand something. You only think one way, not taking in new ideas. You say you've got blinkered vision, like the horse. This is English lesson, dear. Write these down and memorise them. These are good. You learn in English here.
Blinking vision.
Blinkered vision, yeah. It means like when you can't take in new ideas. You blink like the horse can only see one way. Yeah, that's what we say. It's a sort of insult. You can't take in new ideas. Yes, blinkered vision. Yeah, write this down and learn them. These are good. These are good words. Where she was now would once have been a busy concourse, where all the people were, where hundreds of people walked by every day, hauling goods, conducting business, getting on with the usual concerns of life, people talking, laughing, greeting friends. And then she felt it, the merest pressure of water against her shoulder through the wetsuit. Roy was here all along and sneaking up on her. Would she, metaphorically speaking, in a manner of speaking, give him a piece of her mind? She turned, and there was no one there. She had been sure there was Roy behind her. She knew that she had definitely felt something. Puzzled, uncertain, she hovered a few inches above what was once in the long ago mist of time a roadway. She realised now how looking upon the ruins through seawater was like gazing through a green haze or a gauzy green curtain. White was never just white, colours were never just colours, surroundings were always tinged by that same pervasive translucent, you can see through it, translucent hue. Tall marble pillars, like ghostly, shimmering sentinels, were ever moving slightly back and forth before her vision. Hang on, I've got to stop that other drinky. Wait a minute. Oh, right in the middle. Oh, hey, come on, everybody said, come on, get on with it.
Go ahead. You are entitled to have a break.
I
All
might
right,
drink
friends, we just have a short break.
Oh, I might as well drink at the bottom.
As Cassandra is consulting me about taking a drink.
Yes, all right.
The golden voice. After that, we need to hear the golden voice, please.
Yeah, wait a minute.
That's it.
I'm still there. I still know it. Wait a minute, I gotta be thinking. Oh.
6 miles deep pocket.
Yep, say that again.
Guinness World Book of World Record. Take note. All right, Cassandra is back.
Yeah, here I go. And there it came again. The faintest pressure, now on her arm. The merest suggestion, like a touch that was not yet a touch. She twisted about. No one. And then, suddenly, Roy was beside her gesturing. Was she all right? And she nodded and hugged him again, and they made slowly for the boat, wondering what those funny, precious touches were. And finally, these strangers in the city's future climbed into their vessel upon the surface of the sea and made their way towards the distant horizon, eventually disappearing back into their own world, their own natural environment. And the city nestled comfortably with its vast accumulation of the centuries, lay inert. That means not moving, quiescent once more, neath the waters, slumbering, dreaming of the days of its might, its glory. as the waves swirled over it far above, and the ocean currents washed coolness through its crumbling thoroughfares, crumbling, falling apart, its ruined buildings, as they had done for 10,000 years, and would do again for 10,000 years more. The end. But what was that? What was that? She'll never know. Right, now that's two. Now, I've got a story here. Now, wait. I've got a story here. Now, hang in. Let's see what Now, this is about a Russian. Now, I know, I'm not sure how we feel about Russia these days because of Ukraine. I wrote this 1,000,000 years ago.
All right. Just a second, please.
Yeah.
We're going to get this on the next video.
All right.
Thank you very much, Cassandra, and thank you, viewers. We're going to get
Goodbye.